Yes, I am.
Ladies and gentlemen, Life University is proud to present the graduating class of December 2020.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing while Miss Abigail Hill sings our national anthem. Good afternoon, I'm Dr. Tim Gross, Vice President for Academic Affairs, and it is my great honor to welcome you here today and to serve as your host and Master of Ceremonies. I would like to begin our celebration today by expressing my deep appreciation and gratitude for each and every one of you. It's been a very challenging time in the life of our nation and our world. You know, it goes without saying that we as a university community have experienced challenges we would never have anticipated a year ago, and our graduates have successfully navigated and adapted to this challenging time. The heightened sense of vulnerability felt through the COVID pandemic over these past 9 months has touched each and every one of us in different ways. Some have been even tragically affected. Life University has not been spared as we have grieved the passing of one of our very own Board of Trustees members, Dr. Tom Clapp, just last week. So at this time, before we begin our ceremony, I would ask that we observe just a few moments of silence to contemplate the significance of this day. In our silence, let's give thanks to all that has brought us to this moment. Let's remember the obstacles overcome, the joys shared with friends and family, and those special people who we wish could be celebrating with us today, but who are missing. Thank you. Well, we have a very important task at hand today to honor the work of these graduates. And as you're going to see, this is a very special group of graduates, so let's get to it. Chancellor Emeritus Riekman, Life Alumni Association Representative Dr. Josh Paxton, Faculty Senate President, degree candidates, members of the faculty, administration, and staff, families and friends. We are privileged to share this moment together as we celebrate the transformation of these dedicated students into well-prepared graduates taking the next step in life's journey. Our graduates come from all walks of life and from all 50 states. In this class, we have also been enriched with the unique contribution of students from many nations that encompass several continents. You saw students from these countries proudly carrying their flags in during the procession. One quick note about our ceremony that sets it apart from commencement ceremonies you may have seen before. You'll notice that some candidates will be accompanied to the stage by a family member who are either an alumnus of Life University or another health science college or university. This tradition celebrates the legacy of healthcare within families and across generations and helps make our ceremony even more meaningful for our graduates. Now, if I may, I'd like to take just a few moments and focus on our graduates, our honorees. You've taken hundreds of hours of courses, read more textbooks than I'm sure you want to admit to. For most of you, I can't imagine that you'd be happy if you never saw another exam or never had to log on to Blackboard again, right? Especially remotely. But please remember this, you spent many years acquiring knowledge, but you've also spent many years acquiring values. What we do here at Life University sets us apart from all other colleges and universities. No other institution does what Life does, and we're very proud of our work here. And we're especially proud of the talented faculty who have prepared these students for career success, life fulfillment, and meaningful contribution. William S. Burroughs, one of America's most influential artists and authors, said this: "The aim of education is knowledge, not of facts, but of values." And we couldn't agree more. So in support of that premise, Life University education is rooted in 3 values. Life University's dean and faculty has selected members from their respective colleges and areas who best represent each of these values. And here we're going to recognize these recipients. Cale Paris, representing lasting purpose: to live an inner-directed life, to give, to do, to love, and to serve out of one's own abundance. Rachel Elliott, representing vitalism: our recognition that the universe itself is self-conscious, and as such creates itself as a dynamic system wherein living organisms are self-developing, self-maintaining, and self-healing. And Kelly Barnett, representing integrity: a state of completeness or wholeness, adherence to a set of values, implying wholeness of body, mind, and spirit, and in our relationships with people and the planet. Lasting purpose, vitalism, and integrity represent the foundation of a Life University education. They reflect our deepest values and are woven throughout every student's academic experience. The concepts of these values reflect the world's most important and far-reaching conversations, and we treat our role in that dialogue with utmost respect. And now to the business at hand, which you all came here for. Life University offers 22 degree programs at the associate, bachelor's, master's, and professorial, doctoral level. Life University confers the Doctor of Chiropractic degree on candidates who have successfully completed the rigorous requirements for graduation. These requirements include 5 academic years of study, successful completion of all elective coursework, and a 1.5 year long clinic internship. The program contains over 4,900 hours of instruction. These folks have done a ton of work. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce the recipients of honors for the fall 2020 graduating class. Would you please stand and remain standing as I call your name? The recipient for the Chiropractic Philosophy Distinction Award is Jasmine Wright. And for our academic honors, our salutatorian is Sarah Michelle Stern. And our valedictorian is Elisha Lee Jones. Please be seated. Before I bring our valedictorian up, I would like to just share a little bit about him. Elisha comes from Columbus Grove, Ohio. He started his undergraduate degree at The Ohio State and finished his Bachelor of Science at Life University. During his time in the DC program, he has served as a supplemental instructor for 12 quarters and earned the place on the president's list for each of his 14 quarters. He plans to move back to Lima, Ohio after graduation, where he will have the rare opportunity to serve the community next to his father and fiance, who just also is graduating today. At this time, I'd like Elisha to come to the podium and provide his valedictorian address.
All right. Wow, that's a lot of people. All right, let's see. All right, first and foremost, thank you, Dr. Rose. Appreciate that. First and foremost, again, please thank the administration, thank you professors, thank you the university staff, and especially our friends and family out there. Thank you for everything you have done to get us to where we are today. Let's be honest, it hasn't been the easiest 3.5 years. There was philosophy at 7 a.m. with Dr. Koch, there was parking on campus, and of course the legendary Dr. Fox's exams. Even though we may not have enjoyed every moment of these last few years, we have learned many lessons along the way, both in the classroom and in life. I'd like to share one of those lessons through a short story real quick. As a tourist walked through a small village in India, he came across a couple of elephants. He stopped, confused by the fact that these huge animals were being held by only a small rope tied to their front leg. No chains, no cages. It was obvious that these elephants at any time could break free, but for some reason they did not. He saw a trainer nearby and asked, "Why are these animals just standing here without making an attempt to break free?" "Well," the trainer said, "when they were young and much smaller, we used the same rope to tie them up, and at that age, it was able to hold them. As they grew up, they were conditioned to believe that they cannot break away. They believe the rope can still hold them." The tourist was amazed. These elephants, humongous creatures, could break free at any moment, but because they believed they couldn't, they were stuck right where they were. What is your rope? What is holding you back? No matter your age, ethnicity, gender, orientation, or social standing, our trials in this life are similar. Social media and society has trained us we need likes to be accepted, we need to look a certain way to be approachable, and we need to conform to fit in. But each of us is created with a human spirit that makes you, you. The human spirit does not care about politics or the economy. It does not care about social media, and it could care less about the past. Your human soul only cares about your hopes and dreams. Don't let fear, unbelief, or doubts get in your way. We call that FUD. Get the FUD out of your life. Rescue yourself. Break free from your rope. Find your calling and define your purpose. The human species' greatest fear is not failing. It is living a life without breaking the bonds, without chasing the hopes and dreams. People say they are afraid of dying, but what they really mean is they are afraid of dying bound to their chains without having a chance to live or leave a legacy. Quitting is easy, settling is easy, living with a rope is easy, but breaking free, living your dreams, and changing the world is hard. It takes ambition, bravery, conviction, and determination to know you have the strength to break your own ropes. Never, ever give up. Your brain will always keep you safe. It will always make the decision based on fear, and it will never want you to leave a familiar environment. But your soul was created to set you free. Don't sit back and watch everyone unshackle their chains. Don't sit on your couch watching a reality TV show or scrolling through social media, wanting everyone else's fame and fortune. You are inferior to no one. Now, once you have identified your rope and discovered how to escape, you have two options. You can either gain your freedom and run, or come back and liberate your friends, family, and communities. Whether we like it or not, we who have broken free from our ropes are the leaders in the community. We are the family to the lonely, we are guides to the lost, and we are the hope to the hopeless. Every single day, we interact with someone still bound to their ropes, whether it is pain, disease, addiction, weight, or even just low self-esteem. People are fearful of changing their habits. They are afraid of breaking free from their rope and being in a new environment. Even if that new environment means it's a healthier, physically and emotionally. People will say, "I have always been this way." So you must ask, is that working for you? If it is working for them, great. But if they are tired of being constrained by their ropes, say, "Follow me." The only combatant stronger than fear is hope. Hope is what drives us to reach better health, better success, and a better life. My mentor, Dr. Robert Bacon, has one rule for new patients to give them hope. He says, today is the first day of the rest of your life. Today is the day you break the rope. Today is the last day of your past life. And today is the day you become the person you have always wanted to be. My hope for this graduating class is to take the risk, break free from your rope, and give hope to your communities. Let's give it up for one more time for the graduating class of 2020. Thank you, Elijah.
At this time, I'd like to ask Dr. Leslie King, Dean of the College of Chiropractic, to come and present the degree candidates.
Dr. Gross, the candidates for the Doctor of Chiropractic degree have completed all academic requirements of the university and demonstrated excellence appropriate to the highest degree Life University bestows. With the recommendation of the faculty and administration, I am honored to present these candidates to you for the conferring of the Doctor of Chiropractic degree. Candidates, please rise.
Elisha Lee Jones, summa cum laude, valedictorian, and he's accompanied by his father, Dr. Brian Jones. Sarah Michelle Stern, summa cum laude, salutatorian. Wael Muhammad Abdallah. Michael Abud. Raina Anaya Soto. Brett Allen Anderson. Jennifer Armistead, summa cum laude. Valerie Aviles Cuadrado, magna cum laude. Jose Alfonso Aviles Ramirez. Kelly Nicole Barnett, cum laude. Miguel Antonio Bertrand Garcia. Austin R. Boykin, magna cum laude. Brandon Adner Branya Rivera, cum laude. Sydney Briner, cum laude. Caitlin Marie Brunk, magna cum laude. Vanessa Lynn Broom. Troy M. Bubanek, magna cum laude. He is accompanied by his father, Dr. Bernard Bubanek. Tyler Nicholas Butler, cum laude. Sarah Marie Calta, summa cum laude. Wing Chow, magna cum laude. Jose Ignacio Centron Lazurique, cum laude. Michelle Cristina Colon Rivera, cum laude. She is accompanied by her spouse, Dr. Michael Becker, and a beautiful little baby, too. You didn't put her name down here. Janaris Colon Ramos, summa cum laude. Marangeli Cotto Rivera. David Christopher Davis, magna cum laude. William Manuel Diaz Plume. Dale Wesley Disborough. Preston Scott Douglas, cum laude. Sandra Jean Dunn. Rachel Lee Elliott, magna cum laude. Eminelli Encarnacion Sayas. Zachary Tyler Farmer, magna cum laude. He is accompanied by his father, Dr. Hal Farmer. Fernando Fernandez Medina. Lourdes Franco Gobian. Logan Gates, summa cum laude. Clayton Gidron. Rachel Ann Glubiak, summa cum laude. Abigail Ann Hill, magna cum laude. Manson Ho, cum laude. Yun Ching Ho. Morgan Ashley Hope, magna cum laude. Benjamin Marcus Hoskins, magna cum laude. Morgan Halskamp. Christopher Nicholas Jerry. Karina Jimenez Gonzalez. Daphne Mariam Jimenez Perez. Jamaica Jordan, cum laude. Jared Haig Karanian, magna cum laude. Emily Cates, magna cum laude. Joseph Kelly. Hannah Kim, summa cum laude. Will Cornegay. Courtney Michaela Coster. Craig Kuhar. Jack T. Lauro. He is accompanied by his father, Dr. James Lauro. Carly Stephanie Lutz, magna cum laude. Adriana Medera Figueroa. Rebecca Sofia Marcano Ocasio. Chelsea Martin, summa cum laude. Bianca Marie Martin Toledo. She is accompanied by her father, Rafael Ruiz de la Uz. Gabriel Alejandro Martinez de la Vega. Alejandro Medina Torrecrosa. Bradley Glenn Moore. Kevin Dennis Murphy, cum laude. Zoe Nieves Berrios. Ian Patrick Orr, magna cum laude. Julio Luis Ortiz Rios. Yesenia Ostolaza Ochurga. Sean Michael Ostrowski, cum laude. Isamar Padilla Marrero, cum laude. Roberto Pagan Rivera, cum laude. Desiree R. Paramore. Kiel Paris, magna cum laude. He is virtually accompanied by his father, Dr. Sven Paris. You can see him right there. Dakota Mackenzie Paris, magna cum laude. Felipe Antonio Perez, summa cum laude. Zori Kate Perez Luna. Ambar Perez Rivera, and underneath that gown is a little baby girl named Aida. Tan Min Fan, cum laude. William Elleridge Phoenix. Chase F. Hickman, magna cum laude. Carlos Pizarro Gilori. James Punghorst. Vinalitz Ini Resto Rosario. Hayden McCarthy Richardson, summa cum laude. Justin Alberto Rios. Nicole Marie Rivera Morales. Eduardo Emanuel Rivera Cintrón. Solis de Lourdes Rivera Chever. Jesus Esteban Roland Pagan. Trey Robbins Russell. Alyssa M. Salviti. Cole Edgar Robert Shanelak. Sarah Catherine Shanelak. She's accompanied by her father, Dr. William A. Kentris. Gunnar James Schnappauff. Mackenzie K. Scouten, summa cum laude. Ian Hart Shiver, magna cum laude. Benjamin A. Shivers, cum laude. Cassandra Super, cum laude. She is accompanied by her father, Dr. Robert Super. Alex Joseph Swaber. Rachel Torres. Nina Sardo Valenti, magna cum laude. Mariana Valentin Fontanes. Taylor Sunja Van Hoosier McNeil. Ella Vaughn. Carlos Abner Vega Perez. Ernesia Chantel Washington. Alec B. Wilcox, cum laude. Paris Kathleen Wood, magna cum laude. Jasmine Bonet Wright. M.A. Yurvasi. Chelsea Elizabeth York. Now, because we have this virtual, there are some people who couldn't be here today for graduation, but I am going to announce them anyway. Javier Lucille Alfandor, magna cum laude. Zachary J. Beckner, magna cum laude. Chandler J. Boggs, magna cum laude. Christopher M. Catagnis. Mark Irwin Cooper, magna cum laude. Miranda Page Cottrell, magna cum laude. Julian A. Denner. Alexander Fitzsimmons Dumars. Alina Goroskaya. Matthew Intai, magna cum laude. William Butler Lutz, cum laude. Javier Enrique Navarro. Christopher M. Polardi, cum laude. John Taylor Russell, summa cum laude. Tanner Scott Sofer. I'm going to say that again. Tanner Scott Stouffer, cum laude. Kara Elizabeth Summerlin. Nicole Helena Tompkins, cum laude. Danielle Treese Trenkamp, magna cum laude. And last but not least, Jin O. Yoon, magna cum laude.
While we're waiting for the last few graduates to finish up their pictures, I want to be sure to acknowledge the contribution of faculty to the students and the experience and their student success. Our faculty are sorely missed here today. They've given up their spot here today so that your family members could participate. Our faculty really stepped up during the way they had to deliver education, ensure students continue to get a quality education. They went above and beyond what we asked for them without question. When we asked them to do something, we had to go to remote within a week. They were changing courses, changing PowerPoints. They did everything to ensure your quality education. So I want to acknowledge them right now. Let's give them all a big round of applause. And now, if I could, ask the Doctor of Chiropractic degree candidates to please rise. This is where all of you are. With the recommendation of the faculty and administration, and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Life University and the state of Georgia, I confer upon each of you the Doctor of Chiropractic degree with all the privileges and responsibilities thereunto. Congratulations, graduates. Please have a seat. For the past several months now, during your remote instruction, being back in your hometowns, being back in your home countries, we've had to come to appreciate that being a community does not necessarily mean having to share proximity. Maxwell Maltz, the famous surgeon and author of the book Psycho-Cybergenetics, said that your mind cannot tell the difference between reality and something so imagined vividly and in great detail. So during those days and months ahead, when you feel distance, missing your friends, missing the faculty here at Life University, I want to offer you a little something from our friends, Mr. Ontario Bland and Ms. Randy Lindsay, that you can use as an anchor to help you to remember your times here at Life, both vividly and in great detail.
Just an old sweet song
Extra special. And at this time, it is my distinct pleasure and honor to introduce our commencement speaker for today. He is certainly someone who needs no introduction here at Life University. He has served the chiropractic profession for over 50 years as an innovator, educator, and president of 2 institutions, including here at Life, where he served for 15 years as president and chancellor. He has since stepped back from administrative responsibilities and was recently bestowed the honorary title of Chancellor Emeritus. It is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Guy F. Friedman.
Watching the graduates walk across the stage today, while I don't have a lot of authority on a day-to-day basis here, I am going to declare this Puerto Rican Day. Actually, now that I live in Puerto Rico, I have to get one of those cool names with 4 names in it, you know? Anyway, congratulations to all of you graduates. I have good news and I have bad news for you. The good news is you're about to get out of here with a diploma that will allow you to go anywhere in the world, set up a practice, take care of people, have respect, have people trusting you so much they'll bring their children and put them in your hands, and put you in the upper half of 1% of financial earners in the world. That's the good news. The bad news is, I hate to tell you this, but Life University only gave you half of what you need in order to allow people to be healed. You say, you mean I spent $125,000 and Life University only gave me half? No, the rest you spent. Here's the deal. Life University taught you how to analyze the subluxation. They taught you how to understand the function of the nerve system. Life University taught you how to do a diagnosis. And I have to tell you something, probably better than almost anyone on the planet. I recently had an experience with a great friend of mine, someone I love dearly at the core of my very being, who was visiting in Puerto Rico, and went home, and about a week later woke up in the morning with swollen joints, the most painful thing you could imagine. Tried to get in a bathtub, take a cool bath to relax some of the joints and keep the swelling down, and the muscles were so weak she couldn't even get out of the bathtub. And doctors in Michigan, because her family had a lot of friends and old relations there, couldn't figure out what was wrong with her. But a chiropractor, in 15 minutes after talking to her, made the diagnosis. She'd been bitten by a mosquito and had a rare form of dengue. And all the stuff that all the MDs, even when she went back and told them what she had and what they discovered, said they never even heard of it. Well, you got a great education, chiropractors. You have nothing to take second seat for anywhere at any time. And you learn how to adjust. You learn all of those things at Life University. And that was half of it. That was the half of it. The Latin word dequere means to teach. And from dequere, to teach, comes the word that we use today, doctor. You are first and foremost not just a technician and a practitioner. You've got to learn how to be a teacher. You know, Christ laid hands on people to heal them, but then he healed their hearts and their minds and their souls. And so the other half of what you're going to have to learn to do when you get out of Life University is beyond the adjustment, beyond neuroanatomy. It's about giving people, as we've heard of the word here today, giving them vision and hope. Because without vision in an office, the relationship between you and the patient always defaults to the person who has the greatest intention. And since they're hurting with headaches and back pain and all the things that they come in with, then unless there's a bigger vision, it degrades to that most common denominator. Your job is to teach them that the body is a beautiful, powerful machine, that healing comes from the inside out. And besides giving vision and hope, there's empathy. Those crazy words like compassion and acceptance and caring and intimacy, all the things, touch, that have to do as much with healing as does perhaps the chiropractic adjustment. And then there's to teach. You know, we're a profession that's built on a vitalistic principle, and then you add in a double shot of adjusting and teaching. And I have to tell you, you've got something that's going to be magnificent in changing the world. We just finished some studies with a group of psychologists from Emory University. And we found that there were 4 things and that people that seem to be happy. I'm not saying that these 4 things will make you happy. We just found out that people that are happy all seem to have these 4 things. And they're critical as a practitioner. Number 1 is resilience. One of the most magnificent instructors here at Life University is a gentleman by the name of Michael Carlin. Michael developed a program along with some other faculty here at Emory University called Compassion Integrity Training. And right now, along with the Dalai Lama at the United Nations and for UNESCO, who sponsors them, they are training faculty who teach from K through 12, faculty all over the world, the idea of resilience, of tolerance, of respect, of critical thinking. Imagine if when you went to grade school, you learned about things like forgiveness and compassion and reconciliation. You know, there's only 2 species on the planet that require relationships with a parental figure in order for their survival. You know, a fish out in the middle of the ocean spawns 1,000 fry and mom just swims off. But birds and mammals, we have to have a relationship with a parental figure in order to survive. There's no way you can birth a child, leave it out in the woods, and walk away and expect that child to survive. And so the question is, what is the best kind of relationship in order for the greatest survival of the individual and the species? Is it hate, retribution? Or is it compassion, forgiveness, tolerance, reconciliation? And I think we all know the answer is the latter. And so we are training through Life University with the United Nations people all over the world to train children in K through 12 on these important values. Resilience. And the second one is integrity. One of the 4 values, or 3 values this university is based on. The idea of wholeness. As you listen to Dr. Gross, he read you the definition right out of Webster's, that integrity is a state of completeness and wholeness, adherence to a set of values. That means having a set of values that you're willing to stand up for, a set of values that enliven you, a set of values that define your life. And then the third area is self-reflection. I had dinner last night with one of our board members, and she said to me, we were talking about some of the volatile, rude process of our political system that's going on at this particular time. And she made the comment, if you'll allow me, She said, well, don't you think that so-and-so knows that they're really an ass? And I said, I don't think so. Because we always think these people do that they're right and everyone else is wrong. And therefore we need to silence those who don't think the way we think. That we shouldn't allow them to have the right to contribute ideas into the process to listen. And I said, no, I don't think they think that they're asses. You know why? They have no ability for self-reflection. Remember when I got divorced as a young, someone said, why did you get divorced when you're young? You're just too young and ignorant at the time to know how to do things correctly. And unfortunately for me, it led to a divorce with a woman now who's one of my best friends in the world. But I remember sitting in the psychologist's office towards the end of our relationship, and the psychologist made me take a book home and read it. And it felt like someone had sat in my kitchen and said everything word for word that I said about relationships. And here I thought I was this unique individual having all these unique experiences. And this book made me realize, no, I was just like everyone else. It so impressed me. I spent 7 years with that psychologist trying to figure out myself, self-reflection, the ability to look at yourself in reality, see who you really are, how you're impacting people, instead of blaming someone else for our circumstances in life. Resilience, integrity, self-reflection, and the last factor was change. The ability, once we see who we are, the ability to make a change and become something different, something better. So graduates, as you get ready to leave today, just 2 last parting concepts. Whether you like it or not, you're going to be called upon to be a leader. And leadership isn't just about a position. It's what you do and say and write. It's about how you do it. The subtle messages of style. Do you act with grace and respect, confidence, firmness, quiet elegance, dignity? Are you an example to someone who should be followed and especially mimicked by children? That has little to do with neuroanatomy or diagnosis, but I have to tell you, it's the other half of what it means to be a doctor. And then realize as you walk out of here that you're going to face certain things in life, and your vision and your principles are going to be the things that overcome it. One time, Douglas MacArthur said, during the war, the Germans have surrounded us again, the poor bastards. Sometimes you're going to feel and it'll look like from all angles that the world has got the ability to overcome what you set out to do and how you set out to change the world. And all you have to say to yourself, those poor bastards, they don't realize how committed I am, how intense I am, how focused I am, and how I intend to lead a revolution in the world, a revolution from the inside out that allows people to be better human beings. We love you. You are now colleagues, not students. And as you leave this place as my colleague, know that there's always an empty hole here at Life University. Unless you come back and fill it up, we can never be full and complete. Your life graduates leave with pride. Go out and be doctors. Give the adjustment and teach and teach and teach and make the world a better place to live in. Thank you for being here.
College of Chiropractic graduates, please rise for the chiropractic oath. You will find a copy of it in your degree packet if you want to follow along. Please repeat after me. In accordance with the law of nature, that law which God has prescribed to all humankind, and in consequence of my dedication to the health of humankind, by the application of that law, I promise and swear to keep the following oath to the best of my ability and judgment. I state your name. Will observe and practice every acknowledged rule of professional conduct in relation to my profession. my patients, my colleagues, and myself. I will keep an open mind regarding the progress of my profession, provided that this progression shall be confined within boundaries of chiropractic science, philosophy, and art. I will serve my patients to the best of my ability, violating neither their confidence nor their dignity. And in association with patients, I shall not violate that which is moral and right. I shall regard and refer to my fellow chiropractor with honor, giving credit where credit is due. I shall improve my knowledge and skill, firm in my resolution to justify the responsibility which the degree of doctor of chiropractic symbolizes and imposes. To all this I pledge myself, knowing these ideals are prescribed by dictates of reason alone. College of Chiropractic graduates, change your tassels. Doctors of Chiropractic, please present yourselves to the assembly. Seated. We're almost there. In closing, I would like to leave you with this. Steve Jobs' quote from a graduation speech he gave, he said this: "Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most importantly, have the courage to follow your own heart and intuition." As you leave here today, doctors of chiropractic, tell the chiropractic story to everyone. Tell it to everyone who will listen. Tell it with conviction, tell it with passion in your heart. Be true to your own beliefs. Trust innate. Go out and do what you were trained to do. You will be the best in the world. So give for the sake of giving, love for the sake of loving, serve for the sake of serving, and the rest will take care of itself. Enjoy today, celebrate today, but tomorrow there's work to do. Congratulations.